Okay, so today is September 16th of 2024, and gonna go over this week's outlook as well as let's go over Friday's price action real quick. Actually, I need to look at something first because I do like where we're at currently. No, I don't actually. Uh, yeah, no, I don't. I don't like it. Okay, so Friday's price action real quick. So Friday, I had expected price to draw higher, and I was able to catch uh, pretty good morning trades, and that was it for the day for me. Since since I caught that move, and I was happy to end the week on a good note, on a pretty good, pretty good week I had. So again, Friday, I switched my colors around, mainly because when it comes to trading, time is the most important indicator there is. So without time, there's no entry, nothing whatsoever. So I divided all my sessions into different colors. That way I have a better understanding as to where price is, where the liquidity is, and where price may lead to after that liquidity has been swept. So that's why I took this. But anyways, so red is Asia, London is green, New York open, New York AM is um, blue, and New York afternoon is yellow. This small area is 0830 to 930, so that way I know where the open is and stuff like that. But anyways, so again, Monday I had expected price to draw higher. I had noticed these relative equal highs on on NQ, and once price took those areas, I had expected price to continue drawing higher. There we go, that's better. What I noticed off the morning, the Asia London time frame after this draw higher the previous day, I noticed that price had already taken buy side on the NQ, on ES as well, had already taken buy side. There was SMT at the lows between ES and NQ, where ES was drawing higher lows. ES and NQ drew a lower low. What I had expected is one of these at least to take out some liquidity, show some SMT, which it did, and then draw higher. What just happened? Son of a biscuit, really? I need to get an app that locks my windows. There you go. Yeah, I'll look into that today. So, anyways, um, so right off the open, I wasn't ready to take a long, even though I did end up taking a long. Um, but that's because this area I knew that was holding. There was a 1 hour gap here. Actually, it wasn't a 1 hour. It was actually in the 15-minute, which was right here. I had a price had already drawn into this area here, and there was multiple little gaps here, which was actually this gap right here. Right there. So price drew through this area here, swept this low. I didn't expect this low to get swept, and then drew higher afterwards. So I did take a turtle soup entry, which is right at this low and covered at this high up here. Same thing on ES. Well, ES I didn't trade actually, but it was good to find that price created SMT here with ES drawing a higher low and not on and NQ drawing a lower low. So into the 10 o'clock macro, I had expected, actually it wasn't on the 1 hour, on the 1 minute, on the 5 minute, it was actually on the 1 minute that I caught it right here. Okay, so previous to this session, I had already seen price sweep buy side, sell side on the higher time frame, and then what I wanted to see on the higher on the lower time frame is I wanted to see buy side get swept, and then sell side, which was right here, these areas here, sell side, and hold above this low here. I knew this low was protected because if I was right, then price were to draw higher. So this right here is a protected low off the higher time frame. And so again, first buy side was taken, sell side was taken. You can't really see it here because this is a 1 minute. And so I actually ended up taking it on the 15-second. Yep, definitely need to get where's it right here? Okay, so again, yep, this one right here. Waited for price to sweep buy side, which was with this candle here. As you can see here, this 15-second candle took sell side, waited for price to close above here. I had already previously taken a long right around here, I believe. Yeah, I think it was right around here. Waited for price to displace above this candle here. Change in the state of delivery, market structure shift. Saw this get drawn. As soon as price drew that, I got in. Waited through all of this right here, even this right here, because I knew that this was a draw. Covered one into here and covered the last one into this area here. So pretty good wins. Oh, I had also taken a short. Just remembered that. I had also taken a short to complete the market maker sell model, which is right here. This was the entry, but I was a little too late, so I ended up taking it right here, covered into the sweep of the swing low, which was right, actually, which is right here, that area right there. No, actually, not there. Right there, right there in this area because there was two relatively equal lows on the higher time frame. So those were my trades for the day. Pretty good trades on the 15-second. Ended the day pretty good, so I'm feeling very happy about that. So coming into the week, I'm expecting price to retrace and then draw higher. Right here. Okay, so I'm expecting price to retrace. This gap right here, I do believe this gap gets rebalanced. The whole gap gets rebalanced. Maybe we trade into this area here, which would be 50% of this range, and then we draw higher. I am watching this inverse here because price did not close above it. Okay, it did not close above it, but it did close above constant encroachment. So that means that maybe we might get maybe a somewhat of a deep retracement, but I wouldn't be surprised if we just continue drawing higher from here. So that's what I'm getting ready for. I'm expecting price to draw higher. On ES, it also did not close above this inverse here, but I do expect price to maybe draw into this area here or even down here. I'm not as comfortable taking a short right now because we have not swept the highs yet. We have not taken buy side just yet. So I am expecting, actually, let's go over the weekly. Uh, and if we draw here, the only way I'll take a long is if we get a buy side, sell side sweep, and then we draw higher because these relative equal highs is what I'll be targeting to complete the market maker buy model here in the daily. Same thing here. NQ is a little weaker than ES, but we are trading off of this area here. This equilibrium area on the dealing range is where I'll start looking for longs on the higher time frame. But as it stands right now, I do believe we need to take out buy side if we are to draw lower first. So I will be looking for a long here on the lower time frame. And I do believe that these relative equal highs get swept as well as these areas here. We do have a weekly imbalance up here, and that's what I'll be targeting because we did. If you look at the monthly, there is a monthly order block to the left of us, and price bounced off of that right here. Right here, this order block here, we are drawing higher. So again, because we are reacting off a monthly, uh, is why I'll be looking for price to target weekly PD arrays. So these weekly highs here, here, and then ultimately here. And same thing on on ES. We are reacting off a monthly, which is this order block here. As you can see, it just touched it. So weekly highs are my targets. But onto the lower time frames. Okay. If we just continue to draw lower, that's fine too. At this point right now, I have no entry. I am watching this 200 to 20, this 2.5 hour area, because if this breaker is to work itself out, then these would be this is the current draw on liquidity right now. But we've already taken enough session lows to warrant a long here. Yep. And we are, this right here is a daily imbalance here. So I will expect price to maybe rebalance this area. Not necessarily all of it today, but maybe some of it today, where then afterwards we'll target these highs as liquidity. Yes, not so much. We do have relatively equal highs here, but I'm not sure we actually target these highs. But again, I will be looking for SMT off of these lows. Which could be this right here, between this low and this low over here, and this low and this low here, and Q is a lot closer to this low here. So if it sweeps this low and this one doesn't, then that's SMT, and I may start looking to get long here to target these areas up here, or at least 50% of whatever low ends up getting drawn to rebalance maybe an imbalance here. And then maybe hold on to one or two contracts to target these highs up here if the draw ends up being up here. What I'm expecting, like I said again, we haven't taken any buy side yet. We did here on the 15-minute right here, and now we're drawing lower. So that in itself. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a 1 hour buy side liquidity sweep. We did last week here. But it's not as clear to me. So again, today I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for shorts just yet. Same thing up here. We did sweep these highs up here, but right now we already took liquidity. So whether or not we draw lower from here, I'm not sure, or we draw back higher. But again, we are at in my opinion, we are at a discount once price gets down into this area. Currently, NNQ, we are at a discount. So I'd like to take a long here to target premium PD arrays. All right, let's see here. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. So I want to see what price does here. Yeah, I want to see what price does here. The only way I'll take a long is once we get because we already, like I said, we already took buy side and sell side here on the 15 minutes. So I would like to see the same thing on the 1 minute to then target equilibrium and then ultimately relative equal highs up here. But again, it all has to be within the 1 or 5 minute going into the 10 o'clock macro. But yeah, that's it for today. For the week, like I said, we are still in bullish order flow, but I do believe I am to expect a retracement and then to target the highs once that retracement has gathered enough liquidity. Similar to this move here, we are consolidating, drawing higher, consolidating, drawing higher. So again, I do expect us to target previous day lows to then target previous day highs. Same thing here, previous day's lows, then to target previous day highs. I don't think that happens today where we target all these previous day lows, because today we don't have any news. So I do expect not a big run, but maybe consolidation. But again, I'm still keeping it with a mind open because mind open, because since there is no news. But the last couple of weeks, what I've noticed is we actually had the moves during non-news weeks. But I'll still remain with just just targeting draw on liquidity. I'm not going to be targeting long moves. Just to draw on liquidity. As soon as I get in, I get out, and that's what I'll call the day. Um, because anytime I wait to target the higher time frame PD arrays, that's when I get burned. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try not to do that. But if I see a really good setup, then I'm going to hold on to that. But anyways, yeah, that's it. That's all I'm expecting for today. So we'll see. All right, let's zoom into the lower time frames because we are drawing some wicks here. Nothing here. All I see is balanced price ranges. Balanced price ranges, I mean, because all of these wicks, there are no gaps in between them. It seems like all the gaps on the lower time frames are being filled. We did fill this gap here, so if we draw higher, I will expect for these areas to get inversed. Uh, I'll have to delete this once or if this low gets swept. Let's take a look at the 5. Yeah, there's nothing on the 5 minute for me. Yeah, nothing. What I'd like to see is I'd like to see this high get swept. So let's put that here. You know what? I don't need it. I'll just use this right here. Yeah, I'd like to see these highs get swept. And then the lows. And Q maybe this high here. Yes, not so much. This swing here, not necessarily a swing for me. So I'll leave it at that. Let's take a look at YM. I need to remember to always look at YM. It's been one of my failures, actually. I just rely on, well, you don't necessarily have to look at YM, but it actually helps when you're looking for to take a trade and there's multiple areas of SMT where, or to show you which one has underlying strength, whether it's YM, ES, or NQ. YM is bullish. Well, YM is drawing higher, so there is deviation from the two where ES and NQ are drawn lower. So that could be something. So as far as E and Q, what I would like to see is I would like to see, yeah, I would like to see a draw higher, a sweep of one of these highs at least. Yeah, a sweep of one of these highs at least, and then a draw lower. Um, uh, then I'd like to see CISD, MSS. Basically, a change in the state of delivery for me to get in long. And again, if I do end up taking a long, it'll only be up to 50%. And if I have multiple, if I'm in multiple contracts, I'll target these highs with a draw later. But again, I do want to see what happens down here. Price doesn't necessarily need to sweep these lows here, because this area is the start of this daily gap. So whether it sweeps down here, I don't care, because we've already taken enough liquidity up here at these lows. Because oftentimes what it'll do is it'll maybe trade into this area without sweeping this low, and then these lows become relative equal lows to then target later on today, if not tomorrow. Okay, so we have SMT now. We have yet to sweep any of these highs. Actually, on ES we are about to. We did trade into this old gap here. The previous days, this gap has held price. So we just traded into that. And we are drawing higher on YM. YM is about to sweep the high. The high is 569 and we're at 551. Let's see what she's doing. I'd like this high at least, or these highs. As soon as we take these highs, I want to see a draw lower and then to draw higher for me to get in. We technically took out buy side here, but it's just not enough for me. This right here is the order block. So we'll see what happens. I don't think this holds. We're not expecting it to hold at least. Let's. Alright, so this right here is the intraday afternoon low. Which is right here. Last week's intraday afternoon low. One thing I did forget was rollover. In that we switched contracts today on the futures. Last week we were still in September 2024, but today we're starting with December. There are people still holding contracts, so we might see some sort of volatility. So the open just happened. Well, we swept at least, and Q didn't. Let's take a look on the 1 minute. Okay, yeah, I like this. We swept here, so I'll just notate this right here. Just a couple more points. Come on. Okay, so if this doesn't sweep, then I'll expect this to be a relative equal lows for them to target later on, because we had already swept this right here. And what I'll do is I think I'll be risking 36 points and my target will be up here. It's permissible. I like it. I just need to see displacement now. And so there is SMT between the S and NQ. All right, we just swept that. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. If price just continues lower, then no trade for me. If it draws higher, then great. If it doesn't, then no entry. So whichever one I decide to get in on will be the one I trade on, because this right here, yep, I'll be targeting these highs here. What I want to see is I want to see price close above this gap here. It's actually right here. Well, we are displacing lower. Still nothing though. So I can just basically just forget about this then. I can go ahead and get rid of this. Let's just move this back. This low. I like this low as well. We are at consequent encroachment here. And we do have SMT between these lows here. Like I said, I wanted to see these highs get swept. This high didn't get swept, so that's fine. So yeah, right now, I don't know. I like ES more than I like NQ. Where is it? Oh, that's it right there. The fact that we blew through 2 and 2.5 R, that's pretty bearish. So right now, the best thing to do is not do anything, because this right here was a consolidation I was paying attention to see what price did afterwards. But since we displaced away from that, there's really nothing to look at here. Here I want to see consolidation, and then see where it heads after. Same thing here. This is not as far away just yet, and we do have SMT between yesterday, not yesterday, between ES and NQ as to what it did the previous day. We just swept intraday afternoon low here. This was the intraday afternoon low. So there is SMT between the S and NQ right now. But I want to see a lot more than just this right here. Just because we have SMT is not going to give me enough indication to get long. YM did break a new high. Are we at all-time highs with YM? Oh, geez, we are. Okay, so with YM, we do have all-time highs now. I want to see if that's enough to cause the S or NQ to draw higher. Let's go back to the 15-minute. I want to see how the 15-minute closes. We are yeah, we are holding above consequent encroachment on the daily, and this low right here last week, this is where I got long, and I ended up covering like for a tiny win. So this right here is kind of meaningful. There was some liquidity down here where there were a lot of longs still here. So we'll see. Still nothing. 5 minutes until the close of this 15. I want to see how that 15 closes. completed this tiny sell model here. One more minute. And Q is kind of rejecting that all-time high. Right there. Okay, so now we have SMT. I do like how this is going to close though. We have an imbalance here. We have another one here. Nothing else on the 1 hour though. All right, so we just closed that. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. We do have a breakaway gap here. I want to see this get violated. Same thing here, breakaway gap here. I want to see this get violated. $95 points. Nope, not worth it. 6.5 points. Yep, worth it. We do have something going on here, but I don't like this right here. So with that said, let's just go back to the 5-minute, actually the 15-minute. We are leaving a 15-minute gap here, but obviously I can't add it until after the hour closes. 3 more minutes. I want to see price close above this on the 5 minute. That'll give me a little more, I guess you can say, a bit more confluence. All right, we're getting that. We're getting something here. I like how the hourly, on the hourly, we're already above this low. But again, I want to see price close above here. Flat tops, not flat bottoms. One more minute. Yes, we are going to close above this. And Q, we're, as long as we close above constant encroachment, I'll be happy. Perfect. Okay. All right, so I do like this. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take a long here on on NQ, but I need a bit more of a retracement. Oh no, don't tell me I just missed it. All right, one more, come on. There we go. Darn, I think I missed it. I wanted something like this, but I was too busy getting the DOM opened. All right, let's wait. All right, I don't think I'm going to get either one of these, which is very unfortunate. All right, I'm going to take it there. The only reason I'm taking it is if it breaks below this right here, then I'm out. That way I can get in at a lower price. And yes, of course, Just missed it. I want to see it close above this tiny little gap here. Yep, there you go. I just don't want to see it break. Actually, let me put my stop right now. 38.75. So I'm risking about 10 points. And I'm in with 2 contracts. The reason why I went long here is because on the way up, as you can see, we are violating bearish PD arrays, and we're respecting bullish PD arrays. This entry here is an institutional order flow entry drill. Which is my favorite types of, I guess you can say, hints that the market is drawing higher. What that means is that price drew into it and did not really fill in the gap. It just tapped into it and is now drawing higher. And then Q on ES, we're about to hit that. And we closed above this, so we should respect this PD array here. I'm still leaving my stop below at 38.75. Wait, which one is it? Yep, 38. So I'm risking 20 points to make, well, most of this really, but I want to cover one of them here. Let's make sure I'm looking at the 5-minute correctly. So we did close into this area here. $87.52.50. I don't think this is where it stays, so 7.75 is where I'm gonna put my sell. I mean 707.75. We do have relative equal highs now in the ES. If we retrace, then I don't think we retrace 50% because we just had market structure shift here. There we go. Beautiful. All right. 70.75. I'm going to put it at 700. Yep, right here. The equal number. We did sweep this high, but that's not, I don't think that's enough. We just swept the high, the previous day high. Oh no. That's SMT, but since I'm bullish, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. What I'm gonna do though is I'm going to put my stop at break even now. Well, I'll switch it until I'll switch the stop after this 5 minute closes. Because yeah, we do have SMT between the S and NQ. And YM is still drawing higher. The previous 50-minute actually closed below all-time highs. I want to see the next, which is here in about 1 minute and 30. I want to see that one close above. Oh shit, what is it called? Above 50%. I mean, above all-time highs. We are holding above this 1 minute inverse here. And if it draws lower, then this would be the inverse that I'm talking about. My stop is right down here. Thirty more seconds. The 1 hour candle is going to close pretty bullish as well, it looks like. And ES, we do have previous day high still to target. So just because it swept here, I still believe that we are drawing up to here, because this right here, these two highs are relatively equal. All right, we are reacting pretty bullish here. This could be a 5-minute institutional order flow entry draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my my sell at 97.25. That way, in case we, yeah, there you go, right there. So I don't want to see price come back down here. So I'm going to move my stop up to break even now. Oh, and this is my trade. Actually, 5 minutes better. All right. So yeah, this is my entry, my stop, break even point. I don't want price to come down here. So I may be tempted to just cover it without letting it get back here. But I want price to draw past this high here. This is the only swing high that I can clearly say that we're probably aiming to right now, because this swing high, these up close candles are not, in my opinion, are not swing highs. Maybe this one right here, a tiny bit, but I'm not really gonna call that one it. So yeah, NQ closed pretty bullishly on the hourly. So we'll see how this one closes. closed above all of these gaps here. So price should not draw lower. Actually, not that one. Yeah, it should not draw lower than this right here. Oh man, I got stopped. Wow, man, that's unfortunate. All right, well I got stopped at break even. Geez, I'm probably gonna probably gonna regret taking that stop too. Oh damn. Uh, all right, you know what I'm gonna do? Since I like ES better, I'm gonna take ES. I'm just waiting on a quick retracement. I'm waiting for price to get right here. 92 is where I have my limit order. So we do have, damn, I can't believe I got stopped. Okay. All right, so I am long ES here. Yep, I like ES better than I like NQ. Right here, 94.25. And my stop is if price starts closing below this area here at 92. So I'm risking 2 points. And my draw is first up here, then previous day high. This is such a kick in the nuts. Oh, and these are minis. Let's see here. Oh, let's go with, this is my entry right here. The reason why I like this entry is because on the lower time frame we took out buy side here, we took out sell side here, Plenty of these lows being swept. Now we're drawing higher. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take mine out at 5 points. So I'm not going to even wait to this gets taken out. I'm going to take it out at 5 points. That way it covers my, yeah, that way it covers my stop. So I'm going to take it out at 99.25 since my entry is at 94.25. Right there. Darn, that's unfortunate. I like NQ on the 1 minute as well. Took out buy side here, sell side after. What's this? This is no longer. Yeah, see, price never came back to fill this area. Damn, I really should have left my stop where it was. Oh well, it's fine. I'm just gonna remember that for next time. Okay, so unless we get the run higher within the next I'm gonna say 5 minutes, I'm gonna take it there. I don't like how the 15-minute looks. Wait, no, not the 15-minute. Actually, the 1 hour. I don't like how it looks on NQ. Um, I do like how this looks. So if it closes, once it closes, I would like it to close either like this or maybe the body up here. And the only reason why I'm targeting this high is because now we have relative equal highs again. Um, but with this candle or the next one, I would like for price to close above here. Otherwise, I'll just take it out. All right, well, we're getting something. One more minute. I don't want price to stall. You know. No, she's in the same trade. All right, so we just closed. Set the 5 minute. Okay, I like this. I like how we close above 50% here. So the next candle, I just wanted to immediately draw higher. I wanted to hold above this order block here as well as this order block over here on the 5 minute. We do have a, what do you call that? A unicorn set up here. This unicorn set up here. As you can see, this candle reacted pretty bullish. I had already missed that, so that's why my entry is up here. Okay, a couple more ticks before we take my first target. At this point, I'm going to bring my stop up to 3.75. Yeah, I'm going to keep my stop close with this one because we're already outside of the macro and no news today. So we could just simply consolidate into the lunch, and then obviously we don't get anything. I do like this unicorn though, so we'll see. We are reacting off of this bullish order block here, so I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get stopped here. I don't want price to come below this area here. This right here is the unicorn for NQ. We already closed above this multiple times. I don't want it to fail. Yeah, I'm not liking that reaction. 2 more minutes. We'll see. Yeah, if this unicorn is going to work, it should not come back down to this area. We are picking up speed a little bit on the time and sales, but that doesn't mean anything right now since yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. Decisions. Yeah, I really don't like how NQ is reacting. I don't want it to come back down here, so I'll just leave it. Um, if it breaks below, then that's when I'll take it. I'll just take it off. Yeah, I don't like how this closed. All right. Okay, so I got stopped there. I just don't like how this was reacting. What was it? I lost 0.50 points really. Yeah. Oh, geez. Don't tell me again. Okay, so that's my fault completely. I kept my stop way too tight, and I wanted to actually get in right here, um, but I was too late on the dom. So that's my fault for completely missing on that move. Oh, okay, well I'm glad I took the stop then. Yeah, that's my fault for completely missing. Oh wait, missing on that move. This is a better one actually. All right, I'm gonna give it one more try. Yeah, one more try. I'm gonna keep my stop here, and I'm in. 55.50 is my entry right here. My stop is here. All right, one more try. Jeez. I guess because I haven't really had that bad of a. Yeah, I lost 0.50, which is really nothing. We took enough sell side already. And this is my. Yep, turtle soup right here. SMT between ES and NQ. That's why I took it right here. And yeah, this will be my last entry for today. think I'm about to get stopped. And I'm out. All right. Okay, so three trades, two are break even, and one loss. Now, I'm certain that this was the entry I was looking for. Maybe this right here. Um, but yeah, I'm done on the day. Small loss day. Yeah, very small. So I'm not really too concerned about that. What I'm concerned about, well, I'm frustrated about is my tight stops. I was in here and I didn't cover at 50%, which should always be uh, the target when you're taking a reversal into relative equal highs. If you're taking a continuation, which would have been up here, then the target should have been up here. But since I took it down here, my first target should have been here. I didn't take it, which I should have. But oh well. What are you gonna do? Um, so yeah, that's it on the day for me. I'm not gonna trade the afternoon session because again there are no news, and I'm not sure this continuation goes on. Um, yeah, I'm not sure it does. Yeah, and the crazy thing about it is, but it's, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and take it off there, and so yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I think tomorrow will price will be a lot more fluid, a lot more. I can expect continuation then. So yeah, other than that, I'm done for the day. So I'll see you tomorrow.